But first, new guidelines from the Texas Education Agency ease restrictions on school districts battling COVID-19 outbreaks. KXAN education reporter Alex Capriello heard from teachers who say they're thankful for some grace.
Last week, Del Valle ISD closed down 2 campuses and transitioned to 100% remote instruction for 7 days. The district sent out a letter to parents, teachers, and students saying that these decisions are made when there's a lack of sufficient personnel to maintain campus instruction. 10 days later, the TEA is now allowing all school districts to close down for 2 weeks if a campus is facing a significant staffing shortage due to COVID-19.
Everybody's stretched very thin right now. Teachers are stressed thin, administrators and all the other employees at the schools are stretched very thin.
Middle school Spanish teacher Sean Hopkins has seen colleagues either test positive or isolate after COVID-19 exposure. With the substitute shortage, he says every time a staff member gets sent home, a different adult has to fill the gap.
There's going to be schools where everything's going great. There's going to be schools where there's going to be outbreaks and they're going to be stretched super thin. The TEA has to respond to those realities.
The reality is that staff are just as vulnerable as students. Austin, Leander, and Round Rock ISD all have employees that have either tested positive or have come in close contact with someone who has. Round Rock has the most positive cases with 32 employees. Austin has the most exposures with 70.
This constant uncertainty as to what was going to happen.
It's a fact that caused 20-year veteran teacher Lori Wheeler to retire just 2 weeks ago. The new stresses of the job, plus the risk of transmission, became too much.
I certainly never had planned on retiring mid-year. That would not be something that I would have ever considered before. I think that it just became a no-brainer to do that.
The TEA says 14 days allows enough time for the virus to cycle through its incubation period. But the agency wants districts to do whatever it can to try to mitigate the problem before sending everyone home for 2 weeks. Alex Capriello, KXAN News.
Today, the Texas State Board of Education unanimously voted to make changes to the state's sex ed curriculum for the first time in 2 decades. The revisions continue the state's focus on abstinence, but with new attention on prevention, like teaching contraception and more information on sexually transmitted diseases. The board voted down an amendment that would have added definitions for sexual orientation and gender identity. One of the board's members at today's meeting explained why he voted against it.
Texas is a very diverse state, obviously, and the some 200 plus rural school districts that I represent. I wanted to give them the freedom and the latitude to include some of those items in their curriculum, in their teaching, if they choose to do so.
It is worth noting that school districts are not required to provide any sexual education under the Texas Education Code, so these are guidelines in case they choose to do so.